So what's up?
Nothing new here.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I should probably...
The TRT Community Podcast.
It wouldn't be difficult. I probably should have just plugged in the board and plugged my computer into the board.
Or I'm sorry, it's all things testosterone.
Because it drives me crazy with this like informal, like, are we podcasting yet? Are we not?
Cold open.
Yeah. So, Kevin, did you use the Manscaped?
I did.
Don't say another word.
Okay.
What's going on, guys? I'm Brandon, founder of the TRT community, host of All Things Testosterone. On my left, I've got Kevin Clay. Below him, I've got Ian Schweida.
Hello, Brandon.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Brandon.
It has been a minute since you've been here.
It has been a while.
Have you been here in 2020 at all?
Of course.
Do you know about the COVID going on outside? Have we seen you?
No, I don't.
You know what? Actually, we were concerned that you may have COVID because the last time we recorded COVID, you were sick.
I had something weird.
The last time we recorded, he was breaking quarantine. He was breaking shelter in place rules.
You were going to see the lady and
scratching an itch.
That didn't go so well, from what I heard.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we had a nice, enjoyable time.
Okay.
But what was expected after 30-something days did not pan out.
Oh, man.
So
that's okay.
But are you still together? I mean,
yes.
You're not. Okay.
Yeah, no, nothing bad like that happened.
Okay.
Sexy time didn't happen.
I got that part, but I just wanted to make sure we weren't single again.
Me and Ian actually talked about it for a couple of minutes before he realized what I was saying that you were doing. It took him a while to catch on. So I said you were outperforming essential activities. So before we get too deep into it, let's talk about the clinics. If you're looking for treatment, you can check out our website. It's probably the easiest way to go about it. It's testosteronepodcast.com/discounts. There's a list of clinics on there that can provide discounts to you. They've been vetted by us. We believe in them, what they're doing. There's deals that start at $80 a month. There's deals that include every single piece of medicine and supply that you need. There's deals that will accept insurance. There's a new provider out in California. Kevin, you're probably not familiar with this, but we've got a new doctor out in California, and I haven't put them on the website yet, so I should probably read their name. It's Performance Boost Center. They only treat California residents, and they can be reached at 949-612-7811. Or you can text them apparently at 949-375-5798. Again, only California. So testosteronepodcast.com/discounts. And that about does it for that. So
awesome.
Last time you were here, Kevin, you were given a Manscaped 3.0 lawnmower and an array of goodies. So what do you think of all that?
Oh, man, the presentation, the boxing, the newspapers, with all the reviews in it.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was very well packaged.
We read some of those reviews on the show or one of them, and it was did you read them? The one about my boyfriend shaved and now he's a tiger in the sack. Like, I don't know if I believe in that, but
what's the correlation?
Yeah. Maybe his confidence was boosted, but,
because he could see his peen finally from behind all the weeds.
Say hi to my grandmother.
So your confidence boosts if you could see it. Okay.
So we used it. We were pleasantly surprised because we had watched some reviews for some like guys that do mostly beard trimming reviews, and this one particular guy didn't like it much. Me and Ian really enjoyed it. How'd you feel about it?
I really liked it. So with my experience, I've used maybe like a beard trimmer, something similar along the lines of a beard trimmer in the past. And it always seemed to kind of pull. Could you get like a pull hairs? And that's extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
With this, smooth. Like I did have a little moment with it where, because it was so smooth, I kind of got a little aggressive with it and going a little fast, and I nicked. But I didn't know I nicked until there was a little bit of blood there. So
yeah, we talked about,
at the base of the shaft or something.
Exactly.
Oh,
we talked about.
How would you know this?
I thought he was
Were you in my
helping
bathroom.
No, we talked about how I got aggressive with it because I felt so comfortable with it, and I couldn't make it nick me. I'm sure it's capable of it, obviously, but I liked it, and that little headlight on it, I thought was a really cool benefit. Because when you're crouched down all awkward like, and we don't have like stage lighting in our showers, it helped.
Yeah, I think I was mentioning to you before me using it. I was looking forward to that light.
Yeah.
Just because I don't have a light in my shower. So when the curtain closed, it's like a cave. So that little mower light got me through the
spelunking helmet.
Yes.
So let me see if I can remember the deal that they're even providing. But if you go to manscaped.com and use promo code TRT, I think you get 20% off and free shipping. Does that sound right?
That sounds right.
Yeah, 20% free shipping. And I was skeptical. They didn't sponsor the video per se, but they did send us the packages. So I was, I felt like I would be obligated to say good things about it. Me and Ian both, I think, felt like we were like, I don't know, but once we used it, we actually really liked it.
Yeah, I mean, that was the same where I got it and I'm like, okay, well, it's just going to be like a normal beard trimmer. Yeah. But I guess whatever blade or
ceramic.
Ceramic, yeah, okay.
Yeah. It looks plastic when you just looks like a white plastic, but it's ceramic.
Yeah. I guess whatever it's doing, it's for sensitive areas, and that a beard trimmer obviously does not.
Yeah, did you dabble in the other products, the cleanser and the conditioner things?
I did. I used the I didn't use the spray. I used the lotion.
The crop reviver,
the post shower one.
Yeah, like the balm, the soothing balm.
Ball deodorant.
I love that.
Yeah, I like that. I didn't use the spray yet because I didn't know kind of like what I would really use it for.
Well,
I think it said like if you get out of playing basketball or something.
As Ian pointed out, if you were going on a 5-mile hike, but then going straight to a date for whatever reason, you need to use that.
Like
no shower in between.
Yeah, you reach the point and you get a call and you turn around immediately at that point, and just happen to be 2.5 miles, and so you're hiking back 2.5 miles, and there's your 5-mile hike, and it's in your truck console. along with the trimmer charger.
So I feel like I should mention that the doctors Perlman have a research study going on. Kevin, you don't know anything about this because you're still not on Facebook, but I posted a link, and I'll probably do it again a couple more times, to a research study that they're doing. They were granted some sort of, it's just the one. So Dr. Perlman is a twin, and she's a urologist, and her sister is a gastroenterologist. But just the one Dr. Perlman has been granted some money to do some sort of TRT research. So there's a quick 5-minute survey if anybody wants to try it out. Kevin, not you because you're not on Facebook, but anybody else that wants to try it can definitely try it. But you can only get it within the Facebook group. So not only do you have to have a Facebook account, but you also have to be a part of our exclusive TRT community on Facebook, which Kevin is neither on Facebook or a member.
Yeah, you're missing out on all the HCG discussion, whether or not it's available anymore.
That's a really good segue, because I've got that on this list as well. Can you, Ian, I think you're the expert here. Can you talk to us about what you found out about HCG?
I can. You volleyed it right back to me, and I unprepared. You hit it right back on my
Spiked it in your face.
spiked it in my face. So the unofficial compounding pharmacy of the TRT community podcast, or the All Things Testosterone podcast, sorry, is, you know, the one we use that Integrative Medical sends all their scripts to, Drug Crafters, Frisco, Texas, and their their official response was that the federal regulations will prevent the compounding of HCG effective March 23rd. However, HCG is manufactured from specific companies, such as the products Pregnil and Novarel, will be allowed to be sold by pharmacies. Forgive my pronunciations. Pregnil is available as 10,000 units per 10 ml vial and is currently the least expensive option at about $115 per vial. This item is in short supply, I guess because demand has increased because of probably the run on HCG, because they saw this coming. The other option is Novarel, which is $300 per vial. It's typically available to order. They recommend having a prescription filled before the effective date. If you don't have any refills, we can contact your doctor, blah, blah, blah. This was last week, maybe almost 2 weeks ago for me, that I reached out to Drug Crafters for my normal refill. They said, you don't have any more refills, so we'll call your doctor. So they called Integrative Medical, and next thing I know, I got a text that says your HCG is on the way, being shipped, and they usually send it overnight. And it was $94 for 10,000 units. Previously, it was $80.
So did you end up getting Pregnil or HCG?
I got HCG. It's the same. My assumption is that they had some in supply and they haven't run out. I don't know how I don't quite understand the whole world of that, but I got the same bottle as I got last time, and it didn't say any differently.
Basically, no fault of yours, but in trying to clarify, because this has been a pretty common question for 6 months.
And I don't know that I've provided any further clarification.
You have not. Not you, but Drug Crafters has not provided any further clarification. So no. I think I'm going to try to get a pharmacist or two on this podcast to tell us
for once and for all.
Yeah, like what's the deal? Because I've had a pharmacist tell me that it's going to be available, but it's just going to the pharmacies that can prescribe, that can fulfill the order, are going to be less than they are now. So like not they'll have to have some sort of designation in order to be able to deal with, like a alcohol, like a bar has to have a license.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we get a pharmacist or two on here to kind of show us. But either way, it sounds like worst case scenario, there's going to, the alternative medications are still going to be available for those of you that want it.
Yeah, for an increased cost.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it meant that mine went up, because they just said on there 10,000 units was $115 a vial, which I paid $94 shipped. But I got the same exact vials I got last time, 5 mil vials, 2 of them for $94 shipped. Yeah.
It's caused a lot of concern for sure. And I get it. Especially you're the perfect example of somebody that it would be concerning to.
I need it at this point in time.
But you're also the perfect example of somebody that would probably spend the $140 or whatever it was for the Pregnil, like it's not going to.
Yep.
Yeah. So, which a lot of our community can't do that, so it's important that we get it figured out.
Exactly. I wonder what the guys at our clinics are doing, or our partner clinics are doing.
Yeah. So I'm interviewing Ken. It's been delayed a couple of times, but that's one of the questions I wanted to ask him directly. He's co-owner of Matrix Hormones. And I'm going to ask him just bluntly, what's the deal with HCG? Are you still going to be able to prescribe it? Is it going to be Pregnil? Is it going to increase cost? That kind of thing. So Kevin, you also missed, I I know you don't listen to the podcast, even though
Sure,
you're
I do.
Okay, then what did you miss in one of the last 2 episodes that you weren't here?
When was I here?
I might not even remember what we myself, but I
Okay.
was part of it.
What it has to do with the stratosphere.
Weather balloons.
Ian, you were fucking here.
I'm sorry.
Are we talking about flat earthers?
No, we're not. We're talking about the fact that I've confirmed that you don't listen to your own podcast. And what kind of beer you got there?
Dr. Pepper.
Oh, okay. So I got caught up in this web of YouTube where it started with this guy that shipped himself from England
Yeah,
to America.
I've seen that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, him and his dad and his girlfriend, he built a crate. He took his GoPro. So the same guy,
Wow, I need to watch that.
Yeah, it's
That
fascinating.
sounds fascinating.
He did. He had a little hole where he could breathe, and they put him in his dad dropped him off at like a UPS shipping facility, and then they took him to the airplane. He's on the plane, like he legitimately shipped himself, and then his dad flew to California, and he shipped himself to his dad's hotel room. And I mean, it was a couple of days, I think, that he was in this.
Yeah, he was in this box.
Mm-hmm. Really uncomfortable, but it was fascinating. So he also sends weather balloons up to the stratosphere with, like, the first one he did had a Big Mac on it, and it was just, you see the camera pointing at this Big Mac, and the Big Mac's just floating up. I mean, 110,000 feet up in the air. And then the balloon pops, parachute comes out, the Big Mac floats back down to Earth. He drives 200 miles to locate it, and then he eats the Big Mac. And it fascinated me, and more from
Did it
like
freeze?
Yeah, it froze for sure. And actually, the first time he did it, he had to attempt it twice. First time it was like negative 50 degrees. It got so cold that it froze the camera, it froze the GPS tracker, like everything. It didn't work out. But it was so fascinating to me from like more of a scientific and engineering standpoint that I want to do it. I want to send something into the stratosphere on a weather balloon, and I might as well make it testosterone related because, content and everything. But I really don't even care if people are interested in it. I'm going to do it, and I don't know what I'm going to attach to it. I feel like testosterone is too it's gold to us, it's hard to come by.
Maybe if you pre-fill a needle, that could work.
Well,
so that
okay,
you're not wasting a whole 10 mil vial,
right? But what
you're
about
wasting a mil, maybe?
What about this? So, excuse me. So, what if I get popped federally by like controlled substance across
Yeah,
State
across the
lines.
state line?
lines.
Yeah, something crazy, So I don't know. Maybe I should, just throw like a Viagra or something on. I don't know. Something's going up on a weather balloon. 100%. I have located the weather balloon, the kit, everything I need. In fact, they even sell them where they'll come with GoPro for like $500 or $600. I can get everything, including the GoPro, the memory cards,
Wow.
the GPS, the locators, the balloon, everything except the helium that I would need to fill it, which it would be like 6 or 7 canisters of helium that I would need. This is happening.
Walking into Party City. Hey.
As soon as we can go outside again,
Yeah.
the 3 of us are going to send something into space.
That is something
That
we can
sounds
live
pretty fun.
stream.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
So be thinking of ideas. I don't really care what it is, but something's going up.
All right. Let me get off on a little bit of a different tangent.
Go for it.
So, being on this whole quarantine thing, I've gone down through some YouTube rabbit holes. Have any of you guys watched these like village-looking people that there's like 2 guys or there's 1 guy and they go and they dig pools out of sticks?
Yes.
And they'll build these elaborate
like
like,
a
pools.
koi
or-
pond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
A
And they put
pool.
the stones in the side so like you can actually walk down into it, and they're
Yeah,
deep. Yeah.
They're real deep and they'll have like little enclaves inside and build little fire pits, and it's fascinating. They just
Yeah.
use sticks.
Yeah.
I highly recommend going down this rabbit hole.
They're digging the holes with sticks. They're not using any shovels or
No,
advanced
Sticks.
modern, or not
nothing
even.
is modern whatsoever.
It's all sticks.
They're doing the whole pool out of what they've got there, like stones and mud and sticks. Like, yeah.
And they fill the pool up by going to a local or a watering hole next to them. They take it and they fill it up like with a pot.
Yeah.
One by
pot
one,
at a time.
filling on the pull up.
Is that
And
so?
Get on this.
Is it
Okay.
like do they do a bunch of them, or because I've seen one or two, but I didn't realize that it was like a series.
There's a ton of them.
Okay.
A ton of them. I just wish I could remember what they were called. But I mean, if you just put it in YouTube, dudes building a pool or something, it'll...
What part of the world do they hail from?
Ah, man, I don't know. Maybe South America or somewhere. Maybe no.
A lost Amazon jungle tribe that's been
Yeah.
found.
Yeah, something like that's kind of what it looks like. Maybe Vietnam or something.
Build pool in forest.
Is it a guy wearing like a loincloth or something? It's kind of close.
Tube unique wilderness.
Ian, look at the thing real quick. I'm going to take a YouTube photo. Cool. Carry on.
Oh, I think I'm seeing it. Okay. Build secret room in under swimming pool for hidden enemy. Build the most amazing ancient underground temple in deep forest.
Yes.
This looks like
that.
it's called Tube Unique Wilderness, I think, if this is the correct one. It looks like there's a guy carrying a crocodile of some sort. Build technologically modern forest house and bamboo swimming pool. Yeah, that looks like they're creating things with very basic tools.
Those are interesting videos.
Yeah.
But I find it
So
interesting.
I had to derail that a little bit.
That you're watching guys build pools with sticks, and I'm watching a guy get shipped to America and send things to space.
Oh my gosh, I'll lay in bed and I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. And I'll go through, because they're like 15-minute videos, and I'll go through like 6 of them.
Yeah. I used to get really mad, Ian, at Josh, not really mad, but like when Josh and Monica would come over and he would find his way like projecting YouTube on my TV. I'm like, no, we're going to be here for 6 hours.
And it
in
never
this
ends.
YouTube web. No. Yeah. So
that channel has 5.29 million subscribers, by the way.
Wow. We'll get there, guys.
And now pools will be filtering through my social media targeted ads. I don't need.
So
Great.
I'll write this ship, but we also last episode we talked about penile desensitization issues that come up often in the Facebook group, and we didn't have a great answer. And full disclosure, I still don't have a great answer, but I do have a couple of theories that have come in from the dark web.
But you got some responses to your questions.
Yeah.
Did you get? What were those responses?
So I'm not going to say the names of the people that responded. I will say that there is a doctor involved.
That's fine. Okay.
I don't, because I was hoping for a more thorough explanation. Like my response was, I was kind of just like, well, duh, that give me more. But it basically, they say that it's likely an imbalance causing the issue, that it's not the testosterone itself, and that they would check prolactin and estrogen, maybe reduce the testosterone or increase the frequency, which, is kind of common sense among the TRT community guys, I think. But I want to know, like meat and potatoes, what's causing this issue. So I was actually more interested in this answer. This gentleman says that his theory is that it's serotonin production, because SSRIs have been linked to the exact same issue, and they affect serotonin, and testosterone also affects serotonin. So that was interesting to me. I still don't know what the answer is, but I'm still trying to get a better scientific answer behind it. I think it's got to have, because HCG seems to eliminate the issue. It's got to have something to do with the HPTA. It's got to have something to do with DHEA, or I don't know, some kind of imbalance or lack of some precursor hormone.
So you'll continue to scroll the dark web.
I'll continue to,
wherever that is.
I also emailed that pharmacy that helped me out with the compounded cream. I never can remember their name, but TaylorMade.
Yes.
TaylorMade Compounding Pharmacy. I emailed them, so I'm kind of waiting on that response. And then if all else fails, I'll ask the rogue pharmacist if he has any insight.
Renegade,
yeah. Renegade pharmacist. Ian, have you gotten on TikTok yet?
No, but I'm awfully tempted.
Man, I can't stop talking about it. It's so much fun.
What are you? I don't even know what to ask. Like what keeps drawing you back? Like what are you enjoying the most from it? From my understanding, it's a series of, and this is just, I feel like it ages me when I say it, like it's a series of dances that people just try to replicate over and over.
But it's not just dances. So you remember Vine, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Kevin and I had this conversation earlier today. But it's like Vine, only instead of 6 seconds, it's 15 to 60. Okay. So it could be dances, it could be a stand-up comedian. Most of them are people lip syncing and dancing and or performing a skit with somebody else's audio. But it's all kinds of different stuff. So what draws me in is the fact that I go to my homepage and it just knows what I want to see. I can just scroll and it knows what I want. And I watch the same videos, the same dances performed by different people, or the same comedy routines formed by different people over and over again. But it's hilarious.
Savage and all those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carol Baskin.
Yeah. I know that's, some of it bleeds over in Instagram. So again, why do I need, why do I need another app if it's already bleeding over into?
I am really tempted to post a video of my own, and I don't know, I wouldn't be doing a dance or anything, obviously, but some of them are comedy. Like some of them are super creative. Like the way that they film it, they'll put the phone on tape it to a drill, and then they'll spin the phone around, and it does the crazy cinematography type stuff. But I'm really interested in that part, so I've thought about doing it.
That's what I liked about Vine so much. I was like really into Vine.
Yeah.
Was you had 7 seconds.
Yeah.
And some of these people were extremely creative and got something out within 7 seconds.
Yeah.
I thought it was amazing.
Yep.
The quality.
So if you wanted to do your own dance to Savage, is that audio available for you to just sit there, like create and pull it down to your creation?
So think about Snapchat, how you open up Snapchat or anything nowadays, and you like click the whatever button and it pops up all the filters down at the bottom.
Yep.
So it's essentially like that, only instead of popping up filters, it's popping up like songs or audio of some kind.
Okay.
You just select your filter audio and you go to hit record, and you can start and stop, and you can edit, and you can do there's all kinds of like really creative camera angles and stuff. I mean, there are guys that'll like tape a paper towel to their camera lens, and then they'll like be filming it through, just all kinds of weird stuff. Or like they'll put it in the dryer, the washer dryer, and like stick their head in there and it's spinning around, and it just looks really cool because of the way that they're filming stuff.
I was just reading an article, and we'll kind of pull us back onto track here. I found this interesting. It's a New York Times article. I haven't read the whole thing yet, and this deals with COVID. They're saying that men are more likely than women to die of the coronavirus. So scientists are treating them with something women have more of, and that's the female sex hormone. So
estrogen.
They're I guess there is a testing clinical trial of where they're dosing men with estrogen.
For what?
Yeah.
Why?
Let me see here real quick.
To alleviate what symptoms?
Coronavirus.
Ah, weird.
It says last week, doctors on Long Island in New York started treating COVID-19 patients with estrogen in an effort to increase their immune systems. And next week, physicians in Los Angeles will start treating male patients with another hormone that is predominantly found in women. Progesterone?
Progesterone.
I haven't heard of that one, which has
We-
anti-inflammatory properties and can potentially prevent harmful overreactions of the immune system.
We talk about progesterone like once a month on this podcast.
Not since I've been here.
Yes, since you've been here.
He
Lies.
hasn't been on in a month, so
Don't we?
True.
at least 2 months.
Don't we, Ian? How often do we talk about pregnenolone and progesterone? Nah, I mean, progesterone, we don't talk about that often.
You guys give me all these acronyms and hormones. I can't keep up.
Do you know where you can learn about these acronyms and hormones? Facebook
The
group.
TRT community.
Facebook group. I think I just want you to get on there so that I have more contact with you, because talking to you every day isn't enough, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, we don't even talk that much at
Yeah.
work either, honestly.
Oh, like
Wait.
since we've been working at home?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean-
since we've been working at home.
We can kill 2 hours a day talking in the office, but since
Yeah.
we've been at home, we don't talk. Not that we
Well,
don't
I
get
get-
our job done.
That's why I get to log off at 4:00.
Are you guys still? Is there some situation where someone's going in the office every now and then?
Yeah, we've got 3 last I heard that are like 3 employees that are still there. They don't have the internet, so at their
Oh.
house, so they're stuck in the office, and
Oh.
then the managers are rotating. So about once a month, I've been up there twice, and then I think I'm going next week, May 5th or 6th.
Yeah, I'm May 8th.
For how many?
It'll be my 3rd time.
2 days at a time, or
Just
whatever?
just
one
one
day
day
at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I went the first week we went home, and then I went the second week we went home, and then next week.
Doesn't
Wow.
really make a whole lot of sense, but it
don't-
really doesn't.
They
But
don't have the internet.
They
What are
can't get them
supposed to do?
an internet.
but
What's
they're
the word?
still
A
working.
stipend or something. Oh,
No, they tried
Yeah,
that.
no. Yeah, they considered it. I think they probably decided that it would be unfair to pay any part of those 3 employees' internet fees and not everyone's, because like they don't pay for employees that work from home. They don't pay for them to have internet, because I think now they just assume that everyone's got it and you would have it whether you worked at home or not, so they don't pay for it.
yeah. At all of our old employer, they paid for a separate internet line to be put in the house, and I think all of us worked at home in that job at one time,
Yeah.
and it's still there. They didn't come take it out or anything, but now I'm just using. I'm sure it's turned off, but now my new company expects you to just have internet and log onto your own internet too. So
Oh, really?
yeah, no special business line put in or anything, just
Huh.
regular internet.
So
And I
the other
talked to
company was an outlier.
Yeah, which thinking about everything else is kind of weird. It doesn't fit with everything else that,
Right.
in my opinion.
No, I agree.
Yeah, but I talked to my boss today, and she's like, "Yeah, I asked about it. Us possibly returning to the office at some point," and they're like, "They're in no hurry. We launched remotely, everyone in the company, March 16th, and since then it's been a resounding success, and they're really in no hurry to get us back to a physical office location." So
Yeah,
ship is running smoothly.
I feel like that's something that everyone would want. Like I would love that just forever, But
Yeah.
now that I'm here, and maybe if once I logged off, if I could go see people, I'd be okay with it. But like I'm going crazy. I'm not having
Yeah.
a good time.
I think you would. Don't derail this for the office.
But you
I
want
know
to
you're
stay
gonna
at
be like,
home?
yes, absolutely.
Of everyone in the world, it surprises even me that I am the guy that's like, I miss people. I want to go back to the office.
Well, sure. I mean, but like you said, if we can start going out, log off, and you go out and see people, I think
Yeah.
that would change your view.
It might, but if I let it get to that point, then it doesn't matter if it does or not. They're like, that means the decision has been made. COVID is gone. The decision's been made that we're going to stay at home, and then I'm just stuck with it. So maybe I can derail it before it gets to that point.
Do not do this to me.
I don't have the power. I don't have the power to do anything.
No, I don't know. Kyle might be like, you know what? You're right. You're right. Brandon's right. We need to all go back into the office.
I can talk to Kyle. I don't know. You really think that you would enjoy working from home always for the rest of your life?
I mean, I did for a couple of years at Cigna. Or cut that out.
Cut that
Fire
out.
company.
Cut it out.
Maybe I could do 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah.
2 days a week in the office. But the problem that I see is that if companies like Ian's decide, well, this is a resounding success, they're not going to pay rent anymore. They're not going to have an office to go to.
They just remodeled our office too. Like they were expanding, and they were on half a floor of an office building in Plano, and then they just took the other half over, remodeled it all, put up new desks and nice setups for everyone, new kitchen area, break area. So they're like, oh well, business is still good.
With our company, it's going to be up to the client, I think, when it comes down to. So obviously, if Brandon, I from what I know, I don't think your client's very on board with that anyway.
Well, but that's before and I've thought about this too. Now they've had a real life trial, and if we're 6 weeks in at this point, if we go another 6 weeks, that's a 3-month sample size, and they might say, you know what?
Yeah,
you can cut our rates because you're not going to be paying. You don't have the overhead of so why don't we go ahead and do this? And I'm like, nah, let's not. Keep the rates where they're at. Keep the building. I want people. I want interaction. I don't want to stay at home forever.
All right.
Is this a local client?
They're all
Local
they're worldwide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That client. Yes.
Yeah.
I know what you speak.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're all going through it too. There's travel restrictions and things like that. So
yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
and they're
not internal travel restrictions, I should say. Like on our end, there's no business, no business travel for client travel, anything like that at all. And I'm sure on their side of it, it's the same thing. So
they've got to be feeling the pain, because not only are they in the labor industry, but they've got an older population of employees.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are at risk. A lot of them are missing work right now because they're, comorbidities and whatnot. So it's got to be painful for them.
I did see on LinkedIn that they retooled some of their machinery and are making, I don't know if it's mask or some other products to help out hospitals and stuff.
Interesting. Are y'all wearing masks when you go out?
Yes.
No.
Kevin?
Ian.
I haven't worn a
Ian,
mask.
If you lived in Dallas County, you'd be forced to do it.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I didn't think about that because you are in Dallas County, and when I saw your post about you were wearing a bandana to Home Depot or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I don't like. I kind of get it, but like the purpose behind a mask is if you're the one that's sick,
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't help if, like, it doesn't do much if you're not sick and you're just going out. Like, you could possibly still get sick. Like, the only way, the protection is if that person is sick and needs to wear a mask. And if you're that sick, you shouldn't be out and be staying home anyway.
Yeah.
True, but
it's well intentioned. I get it. And it probably, with this as contagious as it is, it's not a bad idea.
I think with the whole mask thing is you're right when you were saying that if you have it, you're protecting everybody else.
Exactly.
But if you're asymptomatic and you have it, and you
That
don't
is,
know,
that is the one
Yeah,
caveat about this, the coronavirus, is that you could be an asymptomatic carrier and be passing it around to someone who's immunocompromised or way more susceptible to respiratory infections. And
Yeah. So I did order some masks like 2 weeks ago from Amazon. They're, they'll be here in 10 days or so, but those weren't helping me. So I got turned away. I went to Kroger and they're like, nah, you can't come in here. So the next time I went out, I took that bandana with me when I went to Home Depot because I didn't want to get turned away again. But the essential businesses at least in Dallas County, at least here in Carrollton, definitely aren't shying away. Some of them, you drive by Walmart and there's more people in that parking lot than I've ever seen in my life.
right.
But some of the other grocery stores, they're not opposed to saying you can't get there from here.
you're right on that border though of Dallas and Denton County.
Yeah.
And
Which one?
Collin,
Where do you fall?
I'm in
Collin?
Dallas.
Yeah. You're in
Yeah.
Dallas. Okay.
Yeah. I think another 1.5 miles north of me, it becomes Denton, and then it probably close to 1.5 miles east, and it becomes Collin.
Yeah. So that Walmart that's up off Bush,
That's Dallas.
that's still Dallas?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I think probably somewhere around Hebron is where, and this is real fascinating to our listeners, but somewhere around Hebron is probably where it turns into Denton County.
Where I grew up. What?
So
Hebron.
Home Depot, I painted my fireplace yesterday or day before yesterday and yesterday, and I painted it flat black, and it looks amazing.
If only you were in the room to turn around your camera and show us.
I will be soon because it looks so good that I'm reorganizing that whole room. I'm going to put the TV on the fireplace. I'm going to put some aesthetically pleasing things on the wall that the TV's on so that I can face the couch towards the fireplace when I'm not podcasting, and then flip it around and face the opposite direction whenever I'm podcasting.
Did you say flat black?
Flat black.
Really?
Flat.
Nice.
It looks like a murdered out Harley. Flat black. Yeah, I'll send y'all some pictures. I took the mantle off, not keeping a mantle back on. Mantleless, the only thing that's going to be on that fireplace is going to be the television.
That's
And
cool.
All right.
Flat, it looks really cool. Is
your fireplace, and help me remember, is it on the opposite wall of where your TV was now, or was?
It's right behind the couch.
Okay.
So you really don't even notice it because it's just kind of wasted space. So I thought if I could turn that couch around, then it gives me a whole like new vignette to work with. I've got the fireplace area and the current TV area. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
I think we're done here because we've gone without talking about testosterone for far too long. But I'll text you guys.
This is what happens when it's been a while when we've all got together.
Yeah.
Sorry, listeners.
Yeah, it turned in. There was a little corner of a company named Syndicate that we got into.
We just recorded an episode today for that, by the way.
Oh, I need to see it.
Yeah, it was
unless there's proprietary secrets. I don't.
We could never send it to you because of proprietary secrets.
Okay,
but I'll text it to you later.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I forgot to hit record.